That's right, here on this beautiful Thursday morning here on Annabelle's First, 96.7 KBEL. You're listening to Live on 259 with Orrin Jackson and Micah Frazier. How you doing today, Orrin Jackson?
Super good.
We're talking about retirement today, right? And how much would it take for you to retire today? I think I could make $1 million stretch, man. I think I could do it easily, comfortably. I don't need much in life. I've seen things, I've done things. I don't need to do anymore. Good morning. Let's talk about something we don't always like to think about, but we know it's important. Retirement. We all work hard day after day, building careers, raising families, paying bills, but the truth is, one day, we'll all want to slow down. And when that day comes, we'll want more than just social security. Honestly, when I was like in first grade, Cassie Johnson, do you remember first grade, Miss Bones class, Luke Fada, circa whatever year that was, 1993 or 4. I remember her telling us that Social Security was going to run out by the time we were able to get it. And it's looking closer and closer each day that's going to happen. Like we're not going to reap the benefits of that. So you're going to want more than just worrying about Social Security. Because honestly, if at some point I were able to get it, Jackson, sorry to tell you, you're probably not going to. And it's just the way the world, I mean, I've known this for 30 years now. It ain't in the cards for us. How nice, right?
Elaborate on Social Security.
Well, when you retire, you pay into Social Security. Every check, they take some out of you. You're supposed to be able to withdraw that or draw that once you retire.
So like a Roth IRA?
It's just what you pay into your taxes and stuff. When you retire, you're able to, you got your retirement and then you have your Social Security. What you paid in, you're able to pull that once you retire, once you get to a retirement age. But such may not be the case for me and you. Something to look forward to, huh? But retirement is about peace and mind, and that comes from preparation. So we have to prepare more. That doesn't mean you have to have millions saved up or every detail figured out today, but it does mean having a plan, setting aside even a little each month, investing wisely, and making sure you've got something to fall back on when the unexpected happens, because it usually happens at your weakest moment when you're not prepared for it. When you don't think you could handle any more stress, that's usually when it happens. Think of it this way. Retirement is not just about stopping work. It's about being able to enjoy life you've worked so hard to build. Traveling, spending more time with family, or simply not worrying about the next bill. Honestly, I look forward to being able to spoil my grandkids. I think a lot of grandparents, that's what they get out of it. It's no longer about them. You spend your whole life raising your kids, trying to build that life. Once you get to that age, it's like all you want to do is spoil your grandkids. Grandpa, for some reason, our parents, they never had McDonald's money until them grandkids showed up. They never had, money for toys and, little snacks and stuff at Walmart until them grandkids come around. I look forward to that day, to being able to spoil my grandkids when they come along. But take this moment this week to review where you are. Do you have a savings goal? Do you know what your future expenses might look like? If not, now's the time to start, because preparing today ensures freedom tomorrow. You don't want to be left behind, folks. There's a lot of people out there that, they're living on the streets that they weren't prepared for such catastrophe, if you will. You think about this, how many homeowners don't have insurance for their homes, and then a tornado comes through. Or the floods. How about the floods we had last year that wiped out all those houses and stuff on the East Coast? A lot of people aren't prepared for that. And when that happens, you're out of luck, bud. Like, nobody's coming to help you. There's still cleanup. Hurricane Katrina happened, 20 years ago? And they're still cleaning stuff up. There's still houses that have the watermarks of how high the water got up there. So there's major cities like that are still rebuilding from catastrophes. So be prepared, folks. That's all I'm saying. Don't wait until it's too late. Make sure your future self will thank you. That has been your Micah's Man Up moment, telling you to start looking at the bigger picture. Don't worry about today. Don't, start saving today. Start putting a little back for you, your family, for you and your old lady to just sit back and sit on the front porch and listen to Orrin Jackson and Mike Frazier on Live on 259. Out of Bell's First, 96.7.